What's going on, guys? It's the Mun from Movie Clicks. Actually, today we have some new about Avengers' new villain. There will be the new Avengers team now given the face for slate that was revealed in all of the movies that we have coming up: Thor: Love and Thunder, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, the WandaVision series, etc. And based off of everything that we know about Phase 5, we can pretty much determine what the new Avengers team is going to be. Of course, Marvel will throw in some outliers and new people, but for the most part we know the lineup, and now it appears that when the Avengers finally do come back together and unite to fight one villain, we apparently know who that villain is going to be, and that villain, the villain of the next Avengers film, is going to be Kong the Conqueror. And we have learned quite a bit on how Kong is going to be introduced into the MCU, as well as the effect that he's going to have on the future of the MCU and some specific characters, and having Kings show up to be the next villain after Avengers Endgame, the next few phases of the MCU. When we come to the next phase, we know that Galactus and Doctor Doom are said to be the next big bats, but much like Thanos was built up, Galactus and Doctor Doom are going to have to be built up as well. Fias took 10 years to build up until he officially made his appearance in the MCU. The same thing is going to happen for Galactus and Doctor Doom, so there's definitely going to be villains in between. We had Loki in the first Avengers film, and then we had Ultron in Age of Ultron, so for the next Avengers film there's going to be a villain that isn't Galactus or Dr. Doom. According to reports, it's going to be Kong the Conqueror, and according to said reports he is going to be introduced in the Loki series. I'm gonna burn this place to the ground now. According to the Loki teaser that we got, that was part of the 3-part teaser that Disney Plus released, are in the Super Bowl, Loki is going to run into the and there is Kong the Conqueror. King is originally from thousands of years in the future, the 31st century to be exact, originally appearing in Fantastic Four number 19 in 1963. King is a scholar who becomes fascinated with time travel, mostly due to the fact that one of his ancestors is Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic of the Fantastic Four. Before deeming himself Kong the Conqueror, his real name was Nathaniel Richards. And Nathaniel ends up stumbling across a time travel device. He uses the device to go back in time to ancient Egypt. There he dubs himself Pharaoh Ramatut, and he ends up being defeated by a time-traveling Fantastic Four. In his defeat, he seeks revenge on the Fantastic Four, and he gathers together a wide array of time travel technology and weaponry and seeks out to conquer the multiverse, deeming himself the Young Avengers. There is a version of Kong, a young version of Nathaniel Richards, who goes on to become Iron Lad. However, the young Nathaniel Richards does not align himself with Kong the Conqueror, and instead he sort of becomes the next Iron Man. He becomes Iron Lad, and he forms of the Young Avengers, and from there they fight King. Now if you look at everything that's happened in the MCU recently, the Young Avengers have been set up quite obviously. We have Kate Bishop coming to the MCU to take on the mantle of Hawkeye. Cassie Lang, Scott Lang's daughter, is set up to be Stature, and then you have Wiccan and Speed, the twin boys of Wanda and Vision, and they're already confirmed to be coming to the MC based off of the trailers that we gotten for WandaVision. But then you have Harley Keener, the little boy from Iron Man 3. As you probably know, he was at Tony Stark's funeral at the end of Avengers Endgame. Now Marvel does everything for a reason, and it seems like there was a bigger purpose for Harley being at the funeral for Tony Stark, especially since we haven't heard from him since Iron Man 3. It's widely anticipated that he is going to go on to become Iron Lad, so it seems like the MCU may tweak just a little bit his name, but Harley Keener could be a future King the Conqueror, and Harley Keener could go on to find this out, take up the mantle of Iron Man, becoming Iron Lad, and form the Young Avengers. The Younger Avengers are already confirmed to be coming to the MCU at some point in time, and we know that they're not going to replace Iron Man anytime soon, so the next best thing is Iron Lad. This will commemorate Iron Man, but it won't replace him as to make his death less meaningful. Instead it will be in memory of him. But Iron Lad's future is to become Kong the Conqueror, and eventually he does end up becoming king. Even after defeating King, he realizes that the only way for everybody to survive is for him to eventually accept his fate, so he ends up becoming Kong the Conqueror, and this is where the future of the MCU is heading. According to Daniel RPK, Kong the Conqueror is going to be introduced in the Loki series. So that's all. Check out one of our newest videos right here. And we are giving some Amazon voucher gift cards to the top supporters of our channel. You all have to just subscribe our channel and comment on our video. At the end to this week we will give Amazon voucher gift cards to the best supporter. Stay tuned with us so you will never miss single one. I'm the Mun from Movie Clicks.